Memories, crystallized and preserved, of a time not so long ago when everything seemed possible. Like ghosts, those moments that even behind closed eyes can still raise goosebumps and stir the soul. Emotions, yes, the powerful and the poignant. But also the improbable and impossible. The wondrous allure of what was and what could still be. And we smile, knowing now that this game has not abandoned us. No, this game is with us always, ready to break free when the world awakens in the spring.
Now from a place that's seen its share of great moments through the years, a look at the Oakland Coliseum. Today, it's the second of this three-game series between the Cleveland Indians and the Oakland A's. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Daniel Mengden will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
This guy's a pretty good pitcher, and I was looking through the stats, and one thing jumped out at me: a sub 1.20 whip coming into this start. That tells me a couple of things. One, he's not afraid to throw strikes, and two, when he does throw strikes, he throws quality, and he still gets people out. It'll be fun to watch this guy work in this one today.
And next will be the versatile Tyler Naquin. And we are ready for some daytime baseball. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And underway from Oakland as the first pitch of the afternoon is taken for ball one. And Dan Dero, these A's, as they begin play here this afternoon, they've been playing some pretty good baseball of late as they've won 6 of their last 8 games.
Yeah, Matty, they've been playing some quality baseball. The first 4 games of this homestand, they've taken 3 out of the first 4, looking to capitalize and continue to play good ball today.
You know, Dero, this is time to get greedy. When you win 3 of the first 4, boy, if you can win 4 of the first 5, that sets up a really nice stretch of baseball. They'd love to win this one here today and keep that roll going.
Changed things up on him, and he got him to swing through it. 1-2 now. Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out. Now a moment here for the Indians starting lineup. Danny, who stands out to you?
Well, one of their hotter hitters has been Carlos Santana. He's an imposing figure with a bat in his hands. Always seems to turn in a good at bat, and he can do a lot of damage when he barrels up the ball.
So stepping in, Bradley Zimmer. Lifetime versus this pitcher. He's 1 for 2. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now a fastball on the inside corner, and he takes a look at strike 1. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Working the plate is Larry Bullard.
Hey, Dero, Larry Bullard, he's pretty much right down the middle. You see very few managers and players getting into very many confrontations with Larry.
Yeah, Larry lays in the weeds, Dan. Doesn't try and make it about him, and that's what the players love. He's got a pretty consistent strike zone, and he's approachable.
1 out, nobody on. In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now.
If I'm the guy in the batter's box right here, I have to take a step out, adjust my batting gloves, take the pull side out of it, because that was 3 fastballs in a row.
Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
The main job of the number 1 and 2 hitters is to set the middle of the order up with an opportunity to do some damage. So when you strike both of them out, you're putting yourself in a pretty good position to make it through the teeth of the lineup without a whole lot of stress.
Stepping in, Jose Ramirez. And there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Strike called. Tough to do much with that one. Just underway here in Oakland. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
You know that nasty changeup's lurking right here. If I'm in the batter's box, I have to tell myself to stay back. I have to take pull side out of the equation, or that changeup's going to beat me.
Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2.
Okay, so now is where I think you pull the string. Throw the El Cambio up there. Hasn't seen it yet, and I think he's set up for it right here.
Working on striking out the side in the first. Line to the right side. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. 2-out success, and that means Francisco Lindor will hit here as well.
Batting fourth, the shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
So it's a runner at first with 2 gone. That'll bring up the switch hitting shortstop and perennial MVP candidate Francisco Lindor. First pitch coming. Here it is. In there, strike 1.
This guy loves to drop the head on those pitches down and in. I'm shocked he went in there, but he's able to jump ahead and get away with it.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away.
I don't think he's going to triple up on changeup right there. He seemed to have gotten the timing down on that second one.
Indian shortstop behind 1-2 in the count. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact.
Kind of pitching him backwards in this AB. Soft stuff early, then those last 2 were fastballs, trying to get it right by him.
He's in called strike 3. 1 left for the Tribe. And now the A's offense gets its first shot here. No score. Carlos Carrasco, the right-hander from Venezuela, gets the starting nod in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, this guy's had a solid year up to this point. It's not an easy thing to do in baseball this year with all the high-scoring games, but this guy has an ERA of sub-3, and that's saying something. If he continues to do that, I think you're going to see a really good performance out of him in this one.
Next up for the A's, Marcus Semien. And there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year. First pitch of the at-bat. Now a fastball that couldn't quite find the zone. It's ball 1. So, fellas, this Indians ball club, as they begin play here this afternoon, they come in trying to bounce back from a loss last time out, but they've been in good form lately, 5-2 over their last 7.
Yeah, guys, dropping yesterday was a heartbreaker without question. But you know what? You find a way. You show up to the yard today, you get out of the cab, and you watch countless hours of video, and you try and formulate a game plan to get this back to 500. 1-1 to start the road trip, and you're moving in the right direction.
Two-0 count, the pitch. 3-0 now. Previous battles with Carlos Carrasco, the pitcher's owned him. He's a paltry 1 for 11. And he takes ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here in the home half of the first in a scoreless ball game.
Yeah, well, when a guy's swinging the bat as well as he's been, this is a smart move. No reason to tempt fate out there.
Into the box now, Robbie Grossman. And he comes into this one having hit safely in his last 5 games. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that's inside for a ball. 1-0.
This is where he might need a mound visit, whether it be from the shortstop, his pitching coach, or the catcher. These last couple of pitches have certainly gotten away from him.
Simeon aboard here at first with nobody out. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
Hey, that pitch right there caught entirely too much of the plate. Curveball that rolled over the heart of the plate. He's got to pull the trigger on that one.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Keeping it down here as it's to 1-2.
As a hitter, you know the pitcher's trying to work you down around the knees in a double play situation. So making him get a pitch up and actually in the zone is a must.
Simeon's off and running. And this one's in the dirt. Pitch is in the dirt and knocked down, and he'll make it into second easily with a stolen base. Here now the 2-2. This is skied into short left center. Lindor retreats to the outfield grass, and he has it for out number 1. Time now for a glance at Bob Melvin's A's starting lineup. Who stands out to you, Danny?
Well, Matty, I'm looking for signs of life from Stephen Piscotty. He's coming off a month where he hit in the low 200s. I mean, he barely put up any resistance at all. That's not what you expect for him, and I'm sure he's working hard to try to figure it out and turn things around.
At the plate, Stephen Piscotty, and he's hoping to get things going at the plate. It's been a bit of a struggle for him in recent games. First pitch on its way. Lays off 1-0. A high strike there, and it's 1-1. The 1-1 is taken for ball 2. Runner at second here with 1 man out. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
You would think in this situation, maybe with a base open, he'd just pitch around him and put him on first. But not with the guy in the on-deck circle. He's going to attack this hitter.
The 3-1. And that misses ball 4. So it's first and second now with only 1 away.
At this rate, he's going to set some kind of a record for walks issued in a game where he'll get an early hook. We'll see if he can settle down here and start to find the strike zone, or if he continues to struggle.
Here's Chris Davis now. Previous battles with Carlos Carrasco, just a 1-for-12 career line. He's also gone down on strikes 9 times. First delivery to him on the way. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike.
Hey, that's a huge pitch right there. You've got to get ahead. When you start to see traffic on the base paths, your defense starts to tighten up a little bit. The best thing to do is pound the zone and get ahead 0-1.
Behind 0-2 now. Oh, 2 count. Here's the pitch. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
It's so hard to hit when you're behind the count 0-2, right? You have to protect for the fastball. You have to look for the soft stuff down and away. You're really at a disadvantage when you fall behind 0-2.
That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. A ball and no strikes. The set and the 1-0. And he takes a called strike one.
Not too often you see a changeup come across at 88 miles an hour on the gun. Still effective when you're throwing a fastball in the high 90s, though.
Lifted in the air to center field. Naquin's under it. And that's the third out. A couple of walks, but no damage. More of the show. Saturday baseball after this. And is the second baseman, Jason Kipnis. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. First pitch of the at-bat. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. But this is foul for the first strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Grossman comes on now, and he has it one down.
All right, guys, so here's how the Oakland A's are lining up on defense for this one. And let's take a look at multi-dimensional Jurickson Profar. This guy at one point was the #1 prospect in all of baseball. Hasn't come to fruition the way we would have liked, but he is constantly grinding, the ability to play multiple positions and hit from both sides of the plate.
Striding in for the Indians, Carlos Santana. Lifetime against this pitcher. He's 1 for 2. Here comes the first pitch. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
Yeah, guys, the key to hitting in the big leagues is to hit off the heater, and this guy is obviously sitting something else.
Line hard to center field. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Batting 7, the left fielder, number 2, Leonis Martin.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And in to bat next, the left-handed outfielder, Leonis Martin. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Strike taken up in the zone. No score here as we play inning number 2. And he watches a called strike at the knees. No balls and 2 strikes.
Hey, from an offensive standpoint, you better get it ready. This guy is not throwing a ton of pitches. He's confident in his stuff. He is pounding the zone. He's got 2 quick outs. You better pull the trigger.
Barreto is there, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Tribe. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Ready now, Jurickson Profar. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line.
The second baseman, Jurickson Profar.
He's set. Here it comes. Strike taken. Good bender on the outside there. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Bottom part of the zone, and the slider is in there for a called strike.
Hey, as a hitter right here, you can't be leaning out over. I know those first 2 pitchers were in the outer half, but nothing saying he can't ride a fastball in right here.
Here it comes, 0-2. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
Here's how the Indians are setting up on D. And let's take a look at first baseman Carlos Santana. Originally came up from the minors as a catcher. Also has dabbled at DH, But don't get it twisted. This guy can handle first base as well with soft hands and big-time power at the plate.
At the plate, Franklin Barreto, and he'll be looking to change his fortunes in this one. He's seen his numbers take a bit of a dive in recent action. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. In there, 0-1.
If you know you got a real patient hitter at the plate, I love the mindset of this pitcher right here, attacking the zone 0-0 and getting ahead.
And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2. Ready with the 0-2. Line drive to left. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Batting eighth, the left fielder, number 22.
And that'll bring in Ramon Laureano. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Set and the pitch. Now the slider gets the call in the bottom part of the zone. Bottom of the second here with no score. Tried to crush that ball and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. The 0-2 pitch. Barreto's on the move from first. Hit high and deep to right center. And he drops it. Throw into second. And he'll just beat the throw to second. He's in there. The tag, and he's nabbed, trying for 2.
Batting ninth.
Well, in his defense, he did have to go a long way to get there, but that's not the problem. The problem is once he arrives, he doesn't catch the dang ball. He knows as well as anybody that he should have brought that one in, and it's going to cost him an error, and we'll see if the pitcher can pick him up.
Standing in now, Josh Fegley. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Ready with the 1-0. Slider bends into the middle of the strike zone, taken for a strike.
Pretty good pitch to hit there that he let go. I know it's early and they're probably wanting to run his pitch count up, but he may not get another pitch like that to swing at the rest of the game.
Ready with the 1-1. No contact there, and it's 1-2.
Yeah, Matty, you see the same pitch 3 times in a row and you find yourself down 1-2 in the count. Your head starts to get on a swivel here. Is he coming back with it 4 times, or do I have to sit on something else?
And tough fastball to lay off on 1-2, but he did, and it's 2-2 now. The 2-2. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2.
When a pitcher's close to working through a quick inning, that's when you really need to grind out some at-bats. He's done a good job of that, and that's really big when you're hitting towards the bottom of the order.
He's set. The 3-2. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one.
Great job by the pitcher right there to put him in the proverbial rocking chair. Slowed him down, sped him up, slowed him down. Let's see where he's going now.
Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. Barreto stands at second with 2 gone. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base. As we go back to the top of the order.
Shortstop, Marcus Semien.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Marcus Semien. He drew a walk his first time up. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. At the knees, strike one. The 0-1 offering. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. Ready on 0-2. And another foul ball. A shortstop behind with a 1-2 count.
Well, I'll tell you, he's not hitting over 300 by luck. He really knows the strike zone and his own strengths. That last take is a great example.
1-2. Here it is. In the dirt here. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. Soft liner towards short. Flip of his glove for one. A's strand a couple. Will move to the third with no score.
Back now in Oakland, home of the A's, who've certainly treated these fans to some impressive pitching so far this year. Entering the day, they rank in the upper echelon of several pitching categories, and that doesn't go unnoticed around the clubhouse. One of the position players told me, our pitching staff has a calming influence on the entire team. We know they're going to keep us in games, and flat out, they just get the job done, and that helps everyone play more relaxed and confident. It appears this group of pitchers is a real corner. Of this ball club, guys.
All right, thanks, Heidi. First pitch on its way. And that's in there for strike one. This is on the ground over to first. To his right, Olsen. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. So one gone in the inning now, and it's time for a look at the standings in the AL West as you see where the A's find themselves entering play here today. Now to the plate, Jordan Luplow. He was hitless in the shutout last night. Here's the first pitch to him. And he gets ahead 0-1. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
He's had to be sitting out over that outer half of the plate. For him to take those first 2 pitches right there, finds himself 0-2. I'll be surprised if the pitcher doesn't go right back to that spot.
Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Stepping in now, Tyler Naquin. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. The 1-1. Now that's popped up. Profar has a play. And that retires the side. Indians go down 1-2-3. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Digging in, Robbie Grossman. He flew out in his last at bat.
The center fielder, Robbie Grossman.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1. Comes set and the 0-1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Case in point right there, Matty. We're seeing a trend, the north and south. A lot of pitchers working that elevated fastball and then breaking stuff off in the dirt. We used to see east-west, not the case anymore.
Plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
Well, this team, they're swinging at everything, but that pitch was just a little too far out of the strike zone.
Little chopper back to the mound. And the throw to first is in time. 1 gone.
Now batting.
Digging in to try it again. Stephen Piscotty reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. First offering on its way. And this is taken outside for ball 1. The 1-0. Taken strike 1 on the inside corner. And that misses 2-2. The 2-2. Hit back up the middle. Lindor ranging up the middle. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow. Striding forward now is the DH, Chris Davis. He looked to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch-outs will stick with you a little longer.
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. Lays off the slider, and it's 1-1. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
After that swing, you just got to reset yourself. You still have a strike to work with, and you can't be thinking about how silly you just looked on that last pitch.
Carrasco pauses. Here's the 1-2. Hit hard up the middle. Taken in by Kipnis. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. So nothing happening this time around. On now to the top of inning number 4. And we are tied 0-0. And that'll bring in the San Diego product, Bradley Zimmer, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, big-time K last time up, and it's been a tough series for him so far. You can tell he's just not seeing the ball off this team. Let's see if he can make an adjustment right here.
No balls and 1 strike. The windup and the 0-1. And he popped him up. But this will land untouched. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Lifted down the line in left. But this will land untouched.
When you have 2 strikes on you, as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle, you have to find a way to do some damage with it. That was a missed opportunity.
Ball. Now a breaking ball, but it's low.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such a common pitch in that count, but he did well to spit on it there.
The 1-2. Here's one for Profar at second. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
Now batting.
Time now for the A's Road to the Show report as we get a look at a couple of guys making some noise in the upper levels of the minors. So digging in now, Jose Ramirez. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, guys, still the only hit in this game so far. They've been pretty well shut down. Guys on the mound have really much controlled the whole outcome up until this point.
1-0 the count. The 1-0. Hit hard on the ground to second. And there are 2 away now. Now at the plate, Francisco Lindor. First time up, he went down looking.
Yeah, always frustrating to go down looking. Everybody does it. So you'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled. Look for him to be on the attack early in this at bat.
Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1. Lindor is truly an elite level defender, which is a big deal given the position he plays in the middle infield. Defensive metrics have become a bigger and bigger part of evaluating players, of course, and he's consistently among the leaders in these newer categories at his position.
Yeah, you can tell his pitching staff absolutely loves him. First step quickness, soft hands, an absolute cannon for an arm. This guy fits the bill defensively.
The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. Therefore, it is Profar, and Jurickson has it to retire the side. Down in order go the Tribe. On to the bottom of the fourth now, still with no score. Into the box, Matt Olson. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. And here's a fastball called for strike one. Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2. Oh, and 2 count. Here's the pitch. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. And he's going to have room to put this one away, and that's the first out. Here's Jurickson Profar. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Jurickson Profar.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. First pitch fastball in there for a called strike. Just one hit apiece for both of these clubs. Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air, and he'll find a way to dodge the shrapnel out there to make the play for out number 2.
The third baseman, Franklin.
Striding in once again, Franklin Barreto, a base hit in his first trip. From the stretch, and he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike.
This guy has been throwing the ball so well, and that's exactly why. He has such a feel for that secondary pitch. He can flip it over whenever he wants and get back in the count.
The 0-1. Swung on and missed. That's strike 2.
This is what makes him so dangerous as a pitcher. 5 weapons that he can go to, and he's working ahead in the count. This is a tough matchup.
Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the A's. Through 4, still tied, 0-0. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, I talked with manager Terry Francona during the break about his thoughts on the Indians' hitters to this point. And he told me, overall, he's not happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've only managed 1 base runner in this game, so it's easy to see why he said they haven't shown much fight today. He's hoping to see someone step up and find a way to get something going, though. This game isn't out of hand, so it remains to be seen if they can snap out of this funk and climb back into this one.
All right, thanks, Heidi.
The second baseman, Jason Gipnis.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Fastball in there for a called strike. Slapped hard the opposite way. Laureano has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1.
Now good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Here's Carlos Santana now. snatched out of midair at first base for out number 2.
The left fielder, number 2, Leonis.
Here's Leonis Martin. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen.
Nope.
Ball one.
All bets are off for the offense right now. This guy's got a low pitch count. He's attacking his zone. They have to get more aggressive. This guy's not going anywhere.
The 1-0 is taken, strike 1. This is in the air to center. Does he have another 1-2-3 for the ledger? He sure does. It's a baker's dozen. 13 in a row he's set down now, and the side is retired. Back at the Oakland Coliseum, and before we go much further, let's check in with Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, I talked to manager Bob Melvin during the break about his thoughts on the A's hitters to this point. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've already worked out 3 walks, so he feels as though that kind of willingness to let the opposition work themselves into trouble will continue to result in good things for them on the scoreboard.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Digging in now, Ramon Laureano. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1. And there's ball 1. One and one, here it is. It's 1-2. Sure took a healthy hack that time.
Yeah, and I don't understand that approach at all, Matty. He's not really known for having a whole lot of pop in his bat, but he is known for having really good speed. So personally, I'd much rather see him with a controlled swing and try to put the ball in play.
They try to come in with the fastball, but it's too far in, and it's even at 2-2. Pulled the string on him. Strike 3 swinging. And he makes the throw to first. Laureano is retired, and there's one away.
Well, you know you made a real nice pitch when you bounce it in the dirt, and you still get the hitter to swing at it. That tells me that there's a lot of deception in that pitch right now.
In now, Josh Fegley, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. High in the air out to center field. Naquin is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
The batter, number 10.
Striding in, Marcus Semien.
Marcus Semien.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Count 1-0.
And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes. There's a changeup taken, but it finds the zone on the inside. Carrasco pauses. Here's the 1-1.
That's ball 2.
Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. Good deception on the slider there as he's way out in front. This is popped up. Santana moving to his left, and that ends the inning. A's are gone in order. 6th inning coming up. Still zip, zip. Into the box now, Jason Irwin. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Irwin.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Outside part of the plate. The changeup is in there. Swinging a ball yanked down the right field line. And that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances.
We take a look at the numbers up to this point. You see he's only given up 2 hits so far today, so he's been hitting his spots all game long. Remains to be seen if he can keep that shutout intact going forward, but I'm not betting against him.
Digging in, Jordan Luplow. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
There's one.
Now batting.
Stepping into the box, Tyler Naquin. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. From the stretch. Smoked on the ground left side. And there's his first base hit in this one.
Obvious pitch recognition right there. 0-0 changeups usually get guys out in front, but he was able to stay back, recognize it, and drive it for a base hit.
Into the box, Bradley Zimmer. He offers at it and hits it in the air to left. Laureano is there, and he makes the catch for the out. Digging in the switch hitter, Jose Ramirez. We'll see if he can come through in a clutch spot here. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 6. Here's the first pitch to him. Fouled off. The 0-1 offering. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Grounded up the first baseline, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. Here it is. And he just misses inside with the fastball there.
Big spot right here. That's a great pitch to try and see if you could get him to fish outside the zone. He's still in the driver's seat right now, and I'd expect something else to miss off the plate.
Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning. Indians strand a couple, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. Striding in for Oakland, Robbie Grossman, and he'll face Carlos Carrasco to get the inning underway.
Robbie Grossman.
He's set. Here it comes. Cold strike as the slider gets the outside corner. Good slider there, gets a swing and miss.
Oh man, he took a swing and a half at that one. I think some frustration is creeping into these guys, so he might have just been trying to get his guys on the board with one swing.
The 0-2 home. And on 0-2 he misses with a fastball.
Boy, it's hard to sit on an 0-2 fastball. I think that pitch just locked him up a bit, but lucky for him, it was just a little out of the zone.
The 1-2 is a breaking ball. They can't find the zone, and it's even at 2. Line drive to left. He dives. Did he catch that? He did. What a play there for the first out.
Taking another look at it, the ball has some topspin on it, but he's on the full run and dives to make the catch. Nice defensive play right there.
Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit, as he'll take a look at a curveball that drops in there on the outer half. It's strike one. He was a ground out victim last time up. Nothing in one count. Here it comes. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. Ready to deliver the 1-2. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone. Another strikeout for him on the mound. And boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
Designated hitter.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
Into the box now, Chris Davis. As he'll take a look at ball one. 0 for 2 for him to this point. The 1-0 delivery. And this one's too far inside, ball 2. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
I'd be shocked if this wasn't a 4-pitch walk right here. He doesn't want to mess around.
3-0. And this is taken low for ball 4, and they'll have themselves a 2-out base runner here after all.
Well, they were obviously pitching around him there, and I don't blame him. With the bases empty and 2 outs, and a hitter of this caliber at the plate, make somebody else beat you.
Ready once again, Matt Olson. No hits to this point. First pitch coming. Here it is. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one. Davis, the runner at first with 2 gone. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
He's obviously been very impressive on the mound in this one, and I think the big reason why is his ability to stay out of the middle of the zone. That's kind of obvious, but it's clear to me that even when he misses his spots, he's not missing over the plate.
2-1 to the A's first baseman. Now the 2-1. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Ball low as he's able to lay off the slider.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first will be moving, so we'll see what happens. There are a lot of possible outcomes with this kind of play.
Count is full. Here's the pitch. A bouncer up the middle. He's got it. Oh, beautiful dive. What a play. The defense on display on this beautiful diving stop at short. We're back to the Coliseum right after this. Back here at the Coliseum in Oakland. Neither team denting the run column quite yet as we look at the game summary through the first 6 innings of play. Now it's the All-World star shortstop Francisco Lindor. He'll start the 7th, and Dan, as a former pitcher yourself, you must be enjoying this. Lots of good pitching and defense today.
Oh, that's one of the keys. We're seeing a lot of strikes. We're seeing a lot of swings. We're seeing some great plays on defense. This has been a snappy one up to this point.
Here comes the first pitch. Loud contact there, but it's well foul. Drilled right back up the middle, and that'll get through into center. So there's your possible go-ahead run on base now to lead off the inning.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Standing in now, Jason Kipnis. No balls and a strike to count. Off and running is Lindor. Strike taken to throw. 0-2. Is well behind the play. That's an easy stolen base. So they still haven't picked up an extra base hit in this one, but that stolen base at least gets him a guy in scoring position.
Yeah, and I think that's exactly what the manager was thinking there, Matt. Hey, if we aren't driving the ball with any authority today, we need to make something happen in a different way. They only need a single to the outfield now to push a run across.
Still no balls and 2 strikes. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with nobody out. And a slider gets away from him here as it just about got him in the ankle. The 1-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him, and watching this at bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you can tell these things and exploit them.
So now Carlos Santana, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. He's set. Here's the 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. And this one's in the dirt. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with 1 away. And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there. But if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit.
Meanwhile, this ball gets down. It's a base hit. Now a long throw home. He's safe at the plate. And they've taken the lead here in the 7th.
Dan, you'll take RBIs any way you can get them, but when they give your team the lead in the late innings, man, that feels good.
Oh, it especially does, especially when you start to score runs late in the game off of quality pitching. When runs are at a premium, that's one makes you feel really good about yourself.
In now, Leonis Martin. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. One run, 5 hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for Cleveland so far. Ball 2. And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with 1 out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
The bottom third of the lineup hasn't put up a lot of resistance in this one. Pretty much has been sure outs other than that 1 hit. That really puts a lot of pressure on other guys to make stuff happen. These aren't the guys you usually count on, but it certainly helps if they can do something productive.
Here comes the first pitch. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. And a fastball that misses up in the zone here. It's 2-1. Swinging a soft liner, and this will be put away easily for the out. 2 hits in the inning lead to a run for Cleveland. It's stretch time here in Oaktown. Cleveland's out in front, 1-0. So striding forward now, Jurickson Profar. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout.
Jurickson Profar.
First pitch on its way. There's a strike at the knees, 0-1. A couple of lefties start to get loose now in the bullpen. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. Now the pitch. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
Well, it's been a rough series for him at the plate so far. That's 4 strikeouts in the first 2 games, so this pitching staff clearly has him figured out.
And next up will be Franklin Barreto, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. And through 6 1/3, he's about to hit the 100 pitch mark now.
Hey, you know, Matty V, this is all you can ask for as a manager in today's game in baseball. Very rarely do we see guys get through the 7th inning. So he's through the 6th here with 1 out, and Mark DeRosa, so far so good, a pretty decent outing.
Yeah, and I think it's going to be batter to batter here for the manager if he's going to continue to ride this hot hand or if he's going to go to the bullpen.
And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away.
Wow, talk about being efficient. How about 6 pitches, 2 strikeouts? Doesn't get much better than that.
So 2 are gone now in the Oakland half of the 7th. And digging in now, Ramon Laureano. First pitch coming. Here it is. Now a bit of a hanger, but it's laid off and called a strike.
Oh, man, he's got a chance to strike out the side on 9 pitches. 7 down, 2 to go.
No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. And he popped him up. Back into foul territory behind first. And Santana will put the squeeze on this one, and the inning is over. So he keeps rolling right along. Make it 7 shutout innings now. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. The Indians lead it 1-0. Digging in, Jordan Luplow. He'll start things out for us here in inning number 8.
Jordan Luplow.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. In there, and it's 0-1. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1.
That fastball really got away from him there. That's kind of a red flag for me that he's starting to tire or wear down a little bit. The first thing that goes is location and then your mechanics. We'll see if this continues.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Laureano has it in his tracks, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Now batting.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go. Tyler Naquin. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Now the pitch. A ball and no strikes. Two and 0. Not fooled there as this ball's hammered out to deep right field. And this will get all the way to the wall now. And he'll reach second now with 1 away.
And he obviously didn't let last night's hitless outing get to his head too much, because that's his second hit of the ball game. This one a double. I'm sure he's feeling a lot better about the way he's going right now.
Now in the box, Bradley Zimmer. It's been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
Here comes Bob Melvin now out of the Oakland dugout. And a change is in the offing, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll depart after getting 1 out here in the 8th, but he's in line to take the loss, barring a late turnaround.
Your attention, please.
So with a left-handed hitter waiting, they'll go to their own left-hander out of the bullpen.
Ryan Victor.
He's set, and the pitch. In the dirt here. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
That can be a tough read as a runner on second to see if the ball has gotten away enough to move to third. You have to be sure you can make it. He was there, and now he's only 90 feet away.
Naquin takes his lead at third with one away. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Here it comes on 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty. But, hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
Now the runner breaks for the plate. And a late squeeze attempt, and it looks like it's going to work. So they get the out at first, but the run will score on the suicide squeeze. Something you don't see all that often anymore as the runner was breaking from third. The perfect suicide squeeze gets him a run. Into the box, Jose Ramirez, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. A ball and a strike.
You know, hats off to the pitcher right there. You got a great hitter at the plate. It's early in the count, and he wanted to get ahead. Nice challenge pitch right there.
Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2. And this one runs in on him as he can't get his arms extended. A great pitch there, and the inning is over. So it's 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. The Tribe lead this one 2-0. Oliver Perez is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. So striding in, Josh Begley comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan of blue.
First pitch of the at-bat. In there for strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And there's one away. And there are the final numbers for the Indian starter. And he'll be very happy with how the day went.
A brilliant performance, Matt. If he has a manager and a pitching coach, all you can ask for is your pitchers to be rock solid, and he was in this one, only allowing one hit.
Ready for another shot now. Marcus Semien. He's hitless coming into this at-bat, so the hit streak he's been riding is on the line here.
Yeah, he's up in the double digits with it. You know, he wants to keep it going as long as possible, but this very well could be the last chance to do that.
First pitch on its way. And he takes a cold strike. 0-1. Bases are empty. One man out. Here's the 0-2. And now he'll foul this one off as well to fall behind here. No balls and 2 strikes. The next 0-2. A ball and 2 strikes.
Good pitch, and I think he locked him up, but he wasn't rewarded for it this time.
Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2. Here now the 2-2. And here's a ball hit in the air. But this will land untouched. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. Skied in the air to straightaway left. After it is Martin. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the 2nd out. Here's Robbie Grossman. The matchup numbers with Oliver Perez. He's a .333 hitter. First offering on its way. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time.
Hey, you can tell by the look on that manager's face, he's obviously frustrated right now. But it's a long season. You're going to have a lot of ebbs and flows with your offense. Does he take a step back and relax a little bit, or does he call a team meeting right after this one?
Here's a looping fly ball out to right. And that's in there. Base hit. Cutting it close here, but he comes through in the 8th to extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he was staring at his last at-bat right there, or probably his last at-bat. Would have been tough to get him another AB in this one, but he's able to get it done.
Hey, better late than never, and I'm sure when he walked into that batter's box right there, he's thinking, this very well could be my last AB of this game, so if I'm going to keep this streak alive, going to have to do it right now.
Stepping in now, Stephen Piscotty, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Tying run at the plate, the 0-1. Popped up. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. 1 left for Oakland. They trail things here 2-0. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Francisco Lindor. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far.
Matty, he checks every box. Charisma, smile, hits from both sides of the plate with pop, defense, you name it. GM's dream right here.
He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone.
Not the ideal spot to be right here. 2-0 count on a real good hitter. Boy, you're going to have to make some really good pitches now.
All over the place to start the ninth. It's 3-0 now. Waiting his turn on deck next is Jason Kipnis. The 3-0 is laid off, but in there for strike one.
Hey, that 3-0 pitch might have been important for him right there. Regroup, get his mechanics back under him, and drive something down through the strike zone. Wouldn't throw the exact same pitch right here. Might want to cheat towards one of the corners.
Now a ball lined to the left side. Foul. Now the 3-2 pitch. A bouncer to the left side. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the ninth inning gets underway. And there are the final numbers for the Oakland starter. Great day's work any way you look at it.
Well, this is one of those as a pitcher where you don't get rewarded for pitching well. He threw the ball great in this one. Didn't get much run support. He's in line for the loss, and he deserves a much better fate. He threw the ball pretty well in this one.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1. And a cut fastball, but this bounces near the plate for a ball. One out, nobody on. And he fouls this one off. Hit to short. Simeon's there. And there's out number 2.
Now batting.
Ready for another chance? Carlos Santana. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. Ready to deliver. Here's the ball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike one. 2 out, nobody on. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2.
Don't just assume as a hitter right here he won't triple up. He's got you down 0-2, and he might really want to get inside your head if he throws the same pitch again.
Fouled away. The next 0-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Lined hard toward right center, and that will be a base hit here for Santana.
Well, that's just the case, D-Roll. You got to make a little bit better pitches with 2 strikes. Jumps ahead of 0-2, and then a couple of foul balls, and on pitch number 5, he squares one up for a base hit.
Yeah, I can't tell you how nice that feels right there. You battle to get and count leverage and fight to get your ace swing off. 0-2, you're almost turned around walking back to your dugout, so that's a nice piece of hit.
Into the box now, Leonis Martin. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. From the belt, the pitch. Popped him up. Fegley waits on it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Indians leave 1. They're up 2-0.
Ladies
Brad
and gentlemen,
Hand
your
comes out of the
attention,
bullpen
please.
to shut things
Now
down here in the
pitching for
ninth.
Cleveland, number 33, Brad Hand.
Now the A's designated hitter,
The
Chris
Athletic.
Davis. He's
The
0 for 2
designated
thus
hitter,
far in this one.
Chris Davis.
Here comes the first pitch. And a ball 1-0. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Hand enters the day in third place among closers in All-Star fan voting, so it remains to be seen if he gets his invite to this year's festivities.
Yeah, and you don't want to leave it up to a manager's decision. You want to get in based on the fan vote, and he has a chance to do exactly that if he can make a late push as we head towards the Midsummer Classic.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Naquin's under it. One away. So
Now
the leadoff man gone to start the
first
top of the
baseman.
ninth as we take a look at league saves leaders
Olsen.
entering play. And as you can see there, he's currently in 5th place in that department in the AL race. Stepping up to the plate, Matt Olson. Matt
attention,
Chapman
please.
will move into the
Pinch
on-deck
hitting for
circle
the
now to
Athletic.
try to get something started here with
26.
1 gone in the inning.
Matt Chapman.
A high fastball is in there. The 0-1 pitch. And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. This one's flared toward left center. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Dan, after that base hit right there, he's got a 6-game
Now
hitting streak
second
going.
baseman.
You know what? And this could
Derek
lead him
Bell.
on to some bigger and better things right here. He's been swinging the bat pretty well, and he's been rewarded for it, as you talked about. 6-game hitting streak so far.
Chad Pinder will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
Number 18, Chad Pinder.
And a high strike there, 0-1. This is line to left. Martin is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now.
Third baseman, number 1, Franklin Barreto.
Coming to the plate now, Franklin Barreto. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. Two out here in the ninth. first pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that misses, ball one. That's inside. 2-0. The 2-0 on the way is a fastball taken for a strike on the outside corner. Now the 2-1. And this is swung on and missed. So with that, they find themselves down to their final strike here this afternoon. Last strike now for Oakland. Slow little grounder left side. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to second for the force, and the ball game is over.
Well, as a former pitcher, you know I love these low-scoring games as opposed to those slugfests. This was like a throwback game when home runs weren't so common and pitching was really dominant. No complaints here.
A 2-0 finish today. Cleveland pick up win number 20 on the year. Carlos Carrasco earns his 6th winning decision in this one as he finishes 7 innings, allowing only 1 hit. Daniel Mengden pitched well, allowing only 2 earned, but ends up taking the loss. Brad Hand wraps it up for the save, his 12th of the season. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
The final line score for this afternoon's ball game. For the victorious Cleveland Indians, 2 runs, 7 hits, 1 error. They left 5 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 31 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
Hello there, baseball fans, and welcome to a Mother's Day edition of Inside the Show. Starting out west in the American League, the Cleveland Indians pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they defeated the A's in Oakland 2-0. Mike Leake collected win number 3 this year, leading the Mariners over the Red Sox 5-3. The Orioles sent 3 balls into the seats as they destroyed the Angels 10-2. Colin McHugh grabbed his 2nd win of the year, leading the Stros to a win over the Rangers 4-1. He is currently among the AL leaders in strikeouts. The Yankees allowed only 5 hits as a staff as they took down the Rays in St. Petersburg 2-0. Matt Shoemaker was victorious for the 5th time this season as the Bluebirds took down the White Sox 6-0. He is among the AL leaders in wins. 22-2. The Minnesota Twins hit 3 long balls as they defeated the visiting Tigers